The two to go. Make that one. July Cup winner, no half measures, into stall 14. Completes the line. They're all in. They stand ready. They're off. The Betfair Sprint Cup, 17 of them breaking from the stalls. Lazat, red cap, right down the centre, just in behind the leading line. On the right, Inish Erin in a yellow jacket is showing good speed. Followed there by Time for Sandals. Lazat now right on terms, with James's Delight in the dark blue and yellow and Sky Majesty in the blue and white. On the left, Rage of Bambi from No Half Measures and Big Mojo in a noseband. Then Flora of Bermuda, kind of blue on the extreme left from My Mate Alfie. Diligent Harry and midfield, check back behind Beauvatier and Run to Freedom, and then Ain't Nobody. Anaf and Saida Dariana towards the back, and they've gone through halfway in the Betfair Sprint Cup. The wind at their heels. Inish Erin on the right. Lazat, red cap, Rage of Bambi in the maroon and beige. Big Mojo under the rail on the left. Floor of Bermuda one from the left, trying to find a way through with Kinda Blue. Here on the right goes Time for Sandals. On down towards the last furlong. Big Mojo hard under the rail from Rage of Bambi, pursued by Kinda Blue. Floor of Bermuda in the noseband is flying late into the last 100 yards. Big Mojo hanging tough. His big moment. Big Mojo wins the Betfair Sprint Cup. Very close for second between Floor of Bermuda and Kinda Blue. Chased in by Rage of Bambi, Lazat, Inish Erin and...
Oh, it's Big Mojo. It's a 3-year-old home in front for Mick Appleby and William Buick. It's a Watton on horses in behind. In what way? We'll have to wait for the judge to separate them. Lazar's only back in 5th, 6th. And behind us, Flora Bermuda. We'll watch her run through. Again, a Kinda Blue. Make it interesting for the minor honours, but from stall 15, Big Mojo.
Yeah, and back to 6 furlongs, big asset for him for sure. He's found a lot for pressure today, hasn't he? He was under pressure 2 furlongs out, I think, as we watch it back, but hard under the stands rail. That might well have been an advantage for him to have been in that position, but he's really dug deep, hasn't he, today? He was William Buick sticking his left hand, trying to keep him straight, stop him from hanging at all, and yeah, he's kept going really well through that final half furlong and really started to pour it on late, hasn't he? There maybe are 1 or 2 hard luck stories in behind. Flora of Bermuda didn't get a clear run through, but he's really strong, isn't he, in the final 50 yards of the race, and he's ultimately run out a really authoritative winner of it. Very good juvenile last season. We saw in the July Cup what he was capable of. This is even better than that, isn't it? And yeah, he's still just a really progressive horse and an exciting one, given that he is one of the 3-year-olds in the field as well.
Absolutely what the division needs maybe going forward. And Rage of Bambi gets out from 13, and Charlie Bishop's intent to get underneath that stand side rail is give the perfect 2 to William Buick. Yeah,
it's really helped, hasn't it? That the fact that there was a good pace to follow. He's never far away himself, Big Mojo. He's very straightforward. He jumps well, he gives himself a chance of getting in a position. You can see William Buick already just trying to nudge, just hold his position, keep at him a little bit all the way through the race, but he really does find a lot. And he's grown up a lot, hasn't he, Big Mojo? From his 2-year-old days when he won the Molecomb and he was wandering all over the track. He's a much more professional horse this year. I know that Mick has always believed that he would be a horse that would get better with age and experience. He's obviously the same connections had Big Evs previously, who was a smaller model and a horse that was very exciting as a juvenile and sort of maintained a high level. Big Mojo has probably kicked on from his 2-year-old season and really progressed, and can be no qualms really about this being a big performance from him.
Just watching the head on, I think it's Kinda Blue's within the 2nd spot. Waiting for that to officially be confirmed, but Kinda Blue has went in the 2nd spot. James Fanshawe and Danny Muscott, same ownership, Flora Bermuda, Andrew Ball and PJ McDonald. Yeah, the high draws have been advantaged, haven't they? We've had 15 winning it. Kinda Blue 19 was involved, Flora Bermuda 16 was involved. So the higher numbers have been the ideal position to be. Time for Sandals has run a massive race down the middle from a low draw, because there was a moment where you thought she was away on that far side, and she's ended up sort of quickening smartly, travelling well, but all of the action late on is more towards that near side. Inish Erin has shown a little bit more as well, but there's Mick and Johnny. Yeah. Say Big Evs, the owners, RP Racing Limited. Big Evs, normally, no matter how many horses you have, you've got to wait a year or 2 before you get another one.
Paul and Rachel, they've put a fair bit back into it as well after Big Evs' success and how much they enjoyed that. They were buying yearlings last year as well, and I'm sure they'll be doing exactly the same, trying to find the next champion as well. Connor Quirk, who does the buying for them as well, he'll be obviously delighted with this. To have found Big Evs and Big Mojo in consecutive years is some effort to have 2 Group 1 winners for the same connections who don't buy that many horses. You know, considering to have had 2 Group 1 winners is amazing.
Out of J.M. Jackson, just an ordinary race mare in the north of England.
Yeah, I remember.
She's produced a proper one, and it's what maybe the division needs. He's a young horse. It can be hard for him in their 3-year-old career, but none of it.
That's the thing, isn't it, with him, in that because it's such an open division and he's a 3-year-old improving and he's produced this performance, he could be a dominant sprinter, couldn't he, next season?
Big Mojo has won the Betfair Sprint Cup Stakes. Mick Appleby's just received his prize. Big Mojo, your first domestic Group 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, great. Absolutely great, and he did it so well.
We'll come to him in a second, but compared to Big Evs and America, does this mean a bit more on homeland?
Yeah, I think it does, yeah. It does mean more. But, I mean, he's great. I mean, he's a very good horse. I mean, like, obviously we were disappointed at Goodwood, but we put it down to the ground. And obviously he's justified like, coming to a great one today. So, I mean, luckily it was the ground at Goodwood and nothing else. But we've always had faith in the horse. We know he's a very good horse, and he's definitely up there with Big Evs.
Yeah. You were drawn in the right part of the track. Rage of Bambi's give you the perfect 2 into it, but for a 3-year-old, it's a massive performance.
Yes, I mean, everything went to plan. I mean, it took William half the track to pull him up. So no, it was really good. I mean, luckily the ground had dried out enough for us, because I were here yesterday and I was sort of an hour in with the ground, and luckily it stayed dry.
Paul and Rachel, obviously Big Evs, owners come through the game and spend a lot of money, but to get 2 horses in quick succession like this is fairy tale stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's absolutely great for them. I mean, Connor Quirky does a great job sourcing the horses for him. I mean, like we're all sort of a good team and all get on really well together, so it just works well.
But you've got to have the horse. And looking before, and for a sprinter, he's really relaxed.
Oh, he is. I mean, he's pretty laid back. Yeah, completely different to Big Evs.
Yeah.
I mean, because he were a bit of an handful. He were.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, Mojo's completely different.
For a 3-year-old and saying in this division that, you know, for a 3-year-old to do that, hopefully he's going to be around on the scene the next few years if he's healthy and a slice of luck. Yes,
I mean, I think he will. I don't think Paul's got any aspirations retiring him just yet, so I think we'll definitely at least have 1 more season, probably 2 with him.
And for you obviously starting off and without being rude, making your name on low-grade all-weather racing during the winter to get to the pinnacle.
Yes, no, I mean, it's great to have these nice horses. We're back on the all-weather this winter, though.
Yeah, you will. Don't forget where you came from.
Yeah,
delighted for you. Very well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
The Betfair Sprint Cup has went away with Big Mojo. What a spare ride for this man, William Buick. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, brilliant spare ride, and I was actually supposed to ride him in the Sandy Lane, and then we ran Symbol of Honour last minute. So anyway, it's all come together, and we got the job done today.
When you saw stall 15, I'd imagine you were happy.
I was happy, but you know, you can play differently here sometimes. I thought the ground's genuine good ground, beautiful ground, and I think towards the middle to stand side it is probably where you want to be, and the way the race worked out, where we were draw-wise, of course, he panned out well, but he put in a big performance. I thought, he's very.
For a 3-year-old.
He did, and he was very smooth. Really, I had no moment of worry, and once I sort of gave him the get-go, and he just got on with it and saw it out well. Good performance.
For this division, maybe needs this. It's hard from the 3 for this horse to do this. It maybe what's to come.
Yeah, exactly. And he's taken on everyone that's there pretty much today here. So they all turned up. It was a big field, competitive, of course, as it always is. So. Yeah, well deserved. He's a horse who's always ran well, and I'm delighted for the owners and Mick. They're good people, and for the horse himself as well. He's turned up everywhere, and he always runs well. Yeah,
not Charlie Appleby, it's Mick Appleby. It's his first domestic Group 1, so massive for him.
Yeah, of course. It's huge. These are the days that we all do it for, so no, I'm delighted for him.
So you should be a cool ride. Very well done.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Nat.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.